You know, these videos are very much universally directed. It's You have to be looking or connected to me in any way, shape, or form to find my channels, because I'm not necessarily pushing myself out there as much as you pretty much have to share it. And there's been a lot of negative shit out there, so sometimes people are connected to my channel through viewing negative posts, so they see negative stuff because they've now got eyes that are saying this is negative. Um, but it's very much, I'm listening to the conversations, and those conversations are stimulating. Oh, this is how I would respond. So it's very much the questions and statements that people make force me to respond. It's like, what makes me respond? And it's like sometimes something pisses me off and then I respond. Something makes me laugh or stimulated or question, and it forces me to respond. And I'm wanting it. I'm putting something out during the day. It's like it's a cycle now, because I can wake up and I can see all of the posts, and then it stimulates an idea of this is what I would say to this. This is how I want to respond to that. So some of the conversations are pretty interesting, and I'm hearing people have these ideas, and they wish that life could be like this. If I only had enough money, what would you do? If you could win the lottery and set yourself up in a business for the rest of your life, what would it be that you would do? If it's good for the planet and puts people to work, and you don't have to worry about a thing ever again, it's something that is a solution that the planet needs. Um, Everybody that has these ideas, these people that are alien, that have free energy, um, technology that would be outstanding to have, if it was actually funded, that seems to solve all problems. So the problem seems to be that everybody's experiencing problems because of finances. You don't have a job. There's a whole pile of problems where basically anybody working is to sustain all of these problems, yet there's potential. Lots of work needs to be done fixing all of these problems. There's a lot of jobs that need to be filled right now, fixing a lot of problems, fixing something that everybody knows that hey, if I only had money, I could do this. Which I'm one of them. If bottled intentions is one of them. If I only had money, then that concept could unfold. Now, what is that concept? And it is the solution to giving everybody the funds that they need for everything. Why? Because everything in our economy is based on a natural resource. And if you haven't noticed, our corporate structure, our laws are all structured in a way that everything can be owned. So if water can be owned, then why wait for these big, rich, elite people to own all of the water on the planet? Because that's where they're headed. I suggest that everybody on the planet own this water, which means that if you drink this water, you are the owner of this corporation that's now dominating the planet with all, my tribe that I want to belong to is a tribe where we're going to own all of the water. And anybody that belongs to my tribe owns this water. And this water is used to help unfold everybody else's good idea that benefits the planet. That way, all of these people that have all of the money, if they ever want to drink water again, they have to buy it from us, and we're going to charge them for it. So basically, water is the way to transform all problems into solutions. It's a money thing. So all us little people just need to get our little pennies together and form a corporation that starts buying up all the water. Put your name on the ownership of the paper out the thing. Know what the intention of this water is, and it's kind of like this philosopher's stone thing. It's kind of like this godlike thing, philosophy of how do you get one fish and feed a whole friggin' planet. Okay, I don't need to give you money every single month. All I need to do is give you the idea, the concept, the funding for you to know you have a purpose, an idea, a concept to find a way to live your purpose, and how can you make a living from it. And as soon as you know how to put that plan together and you need some funding for it, this is your bank. This is your life bank that says you need to succeed. So it's more a bank that has more of an interest for you to succeed than the bank to succeed. But then for you to succeed, you got to see that the bank succeeds. So you have to have a value for all of the water. You got to make sure it's clean and available, and making sure your planet is operating, perfectly, you know, and then it's perpetually building. It's an endless cash flow. That means no matter if your idea is flawed in any way, we'll fund you to fix it. And on top of it, if it's a bank where you actually pay money back too, but reasonably, even if it's 1 penny, it don't matter. You're paying something back that's eventually never losing, but constantly always growing, because every day that you need water and you're paying for it, you're feeding the bank. And you're paying for it anyways. So it's a matter of, do you want, the few to own all of the water on the planet, or do you want everybody to own it, which will force them to drink it. And if it's a bottled intention that constantly reminds you that you've got to have this intention in self, not directed towards anybody else, but you have to have these intentions of self. And, don't rely on other people for your happiness. You've got to make your happiness. You've got to be connected to your community with an alignment and harmony and peace and love. You've got to have all of those things inside, so that you're not controlling and getting your peace and love from destroying the planet. And I think if you put that programming out there through the water that every human being is drinking from, I think it would guide everybody in a completely different direction. So it's like, how come nobody sees the answer? All you have to do is take the money out of the hands of the rich. How do you do it? Do it the way they did it. But you gotta have all of humanity working against evil, and anybody that wants good, y'all have to come up with one plan, and that's nobody dies. And through that, you need to be funded with all of these great ideas, ensuring that nobody dies, and the bank will fund you. But it's got to be a globe that wants to do it, because I'm just the idea person. If anybody else thinks it's a good idea, then it'll take off. If not, trust. Somebody's going to own water. I say it might as well be the little guys. But it needs some people with money to get it going. It needs some people have to let go to get more. So, and it's like, that part doesn't, I don't get it. It's because any money that you got right now, they're taking it from you. You're about to lose everything you got anyway. So why not lose all of your money towards a concept that might save the whole freaking planet? If it's wrong, if there's a flaw in it someplace, I would like to know, because I cannot see one flaw in that idea of how to overcome this new world order by using water. Dominate the thing we all need. Every single person on this planet needs water just as much as they need food. Peace out.